Nah. That's when you gonna cut it. 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 Hey, you see the name, you see the title. My mom homeschooled me, but everything she taught me was wrong by none other than my animated story. So let's get straight to the video right now.
I know a lot of people complain about going to school, but I would have done anything for
That's
it.
facts.
Instead of book reports and presentations, I was raised as a witch. Yep, just
Honestly, I don't like school presentation. Every time I did it, I get so nervous I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. That wasn't for me. I just wing it. Sometimes I get like a good grade, like a 90%, stuff like that, but still.
like Harry Potter or Sabrina. Yep, I know it sounds amazing, but my entire life was a lie. See, my first few days in your world taught me that I wasn't prepared for anything. I know this sounds fake, but you wouldn't believe the magic of being raised by a strange mother in the woods. You wouldn't believe how I traded in magic
Okay.
potions for a college degree. I made some decisions I'm not too proud of, though. So
I choose if you had a choice to be homeschooled or to you had a choice to be homeschooled or go to regular school. Which one would you pick? I'd choose homeschool because it's lit. You live in your own kitchen. You feel me? That's the lit for me. But what would you like? Would you rather homeschooled or regular school? And I pick homeschool because it's better for me.
I'd love to hear your advice below. Please listen to the end before you judge me for what I did. Before I get into all my guilt and regret, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. If not, I'll put a curse on you. It's your choice to
So she said you have to like my video and subscribe, or else she put a curse on y'all. Hey, I didn't say it. She said it.
risk it or not. And for your information, I got amazing grades with curses and hexes. School wasn't
Huh?
always magic, though. When we were 7 years old, my twin brother and I actually went to a real school. That was back
Yes,
when we lived
sir.
with both our mom and dad. They fought a lot, and it was actually pretty scary for us kids. We kind of expected our parents to get divorced. I think everyone did. What no one expected was what actually happened. See, our mom told us this crazy story about how the world was ending. It was a stormy day, and she said that the lightning was sending her messages saying we were chosen ones. My dad overheard and quickly told my brother and me to go to bed. Being in another room didn't stop us from hearing him yelling at her and telling her to stop acting crazy and take her medicine. He came into the room and told my brother and me that we would all be staying with our grandparents for a few weeks while mom got some help. Little did he know we were never going to our grandparents' house ever again. We went to school the next day and were called down to the principal's office in the middle of math class. When we got there, we were surprised to see our mom standing there with a smile on her face. She said she was
Whoa.
taking us home early. The next thing I knew, we were in a car, but she didn't stop driving when she passed our house. She told us we were going to a new home far away from anyone that could hurt us.
That's basically like you kidnap your own kids. Basically, it sounds dumb, but it's basically that's what had happened. She kidnapped her own kids. You feel me? Like she literally took her kids from school, and they didn't even go back to the regular house. They went to a different place where nobody could find them. That is called kidnapping, in my opinion.
I need to train you two, she said. We have superpowers, and it's time for everyone else to stop pretending we don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. My brother and I were really excited. Who wouldn't trade in a calculator for a magic wand? After driving a couple of days straight and sleeping in dirty motels, we made it to the middle of nowhere. We drove up to a cabin in the middle of the woods, and our mom pushed us out of the car. This is where we'll be living from now.
Nah, I just be running. I'm gone. I'm gonna run away. I'm not gonna stay there. That's a fact. I ain't gonna stay there. I'm not gonna stay there. I'm gone. I'm doing the run. I'm gone. Like ain't nobody gonna. Even if my mama, I ain't gonna do it. Come on. That's just creepy at that point. I'm gone. I am gone. I'm gone. All right.
On, she said. I need to get us supplies. Do not leave the house. It has a
I'm gone. Say do not leave the house. I'll be like bet, and I'm going to dip. Best believe.
protective shield from demons. Demons? She threw us a key and drove off. Is she crazy? Brandon asked. Demons
she
aren't
is.
real. Just then, we
Crazy.
heard some kind of howl coming from the woods. We ran into the cabin so fast and locked the door behind us. The
What?
cabin was very old-fashioned. There were candles and firewood everywhere. There was not a single phone or light switch to be found. We expected our mom to be back in a couple of hours, but she didn't come back for 3 whole days. We were lucky we had our backpacks on us with our lunches still inside. But a peanut butter sandwich and a couple of gummies is not a lot to last 3 days. When she finally came, she had a whole bunch of stuff with her. While she did bring things we needed like food and toilet paper, she had a lot of interesting items with her. She had cloaks, gemstones, long sticks, and a black cat. When we asked her what all of that was for,
Nah, she really crazy. All this in add in 5 seconds. So yeah. Oh well.
She mumbled 4 little words to us. Class is in session. For the
Oh
next
hell no. Nah, I can't do it.
couple of years, Brandon and I never left the cabin for more than a couple of hours. We spent our days practicing potions and learning hexes and curses. There were even a few times we had to fight off demons and talk to ghosts.
If homeschool is like this, I'm gonna change back. I'm going to regular school. If homeschool is this how y'all rocking homeschool, y'all? Damn, you know what? Forget it. I'm going back to regular school. If y'all acting like this in homeschool, forget about y'all. Y'all creepy. Nah, I'm kidding.
Like, there was the one time we spent a couple of hours posing with our magic wands during a thunderstorm to make the lightning come down. Another time, we used a Ouija board to
Nah, that's when you're gonna cut it. 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 I'm never going to touch that ever in my life. I've seen too many movies about it. I ain't never gonna touch it. I swear in my life, I ain't never gonna touch that in my life. I've seen too many movies and that freaks me the hell out. I ain't gonna touch it. I'm not gonna think about touching it. That thing is creepy.
Ghosts. Pretty cool, right? Well, you know what magicians all say. Magic is never what it seems. When we were about 16, we asked our mom to let us come with her for supplies. We told her we were old enough now and we missed our dad. She always promised us that when we were adults, she would let us learn about the outside world. Well, 16 seemed adult enough to us. At first, she got very upset and accused us of trying to abandon her. When we kept pushing, she shouted back, "Fine. I was just trying to protect you. You want to abandon me so badly? There is nothing to abandon me to." She told us how a few months after we moved here, the apocalypse happened. The world was crawling with zombies. She explained that
Oh no. There's zombies right here, man. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? There's zombies around my house. I ain't gonna do nothing. Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh my god. Nah, I'm kidding, for real. Let's get back straight. I'm sorry for that.
was a high enough level to battle them, but we were not. Once our training was complete, she would let us come with her. Then she took off again. I was crying at that thought. My friends and the rest of our family were all dead. Brandon wasn't crying though. In fact, he looked really annoyed. He told me that he didn't believe my mom. And after all this training, we were ready. We filled our bags with supplies, including a lot of crystals and wands, and followed the tire tracks our mom left. It took hours, but we made it to a small town. There were people walking all around. "Doesn't look like the apocalypse to me," he said suspiciously. He was right. It seemed as though people were running around having the times of their lives.
Hey, yo, this guy hitting the shoot. Hey, yo, that's wild.
Suspiciously, he
That's
was right.
wild.
It seemed as though people were running
Shoot.
around having the
Shoot.
times of their
Shoot.
lives.
Hey.
I don't know, Brandon. How can we be too sure? We decided to take our classes to good use and whipped out our wands. We started chanting
Nah, if I still be like that, I'm punching him in the face. I don't even care. Y'all weirdos. Y'all think I want? Nah, I can't do that.
spells. Everyone was staring at us. This one older man tried to approach us. He was covered in tattoos, so I just assumed he was a goblin or something. Brandon and I turned and threw some of our crystals at him. "Begone, foul beast!" I screamed while chucking an amethyst at his head. He fell to the ground and started screaming. People started chasing at us and we tried all the tricks in the book. To our surprise, our wands were not as effective as we thought they would be.
Y'all got
Eventually,
sticks.
2 men in blue uniforms tackled us to the ground. They
Police
pulled
officers.
our wands from our hands and we were helpless to stop them. Turns out, those men in blue uniforms were police officers and we were under arrest for assaulting a random man with a rock. We tried to explain that we thought he was a goblin, but they just laughed at us. When they asked for our address and contact information, we had nothing to give. Do people use phones after the apocalypse? We asked innocently. The officer
Oh hell no! These people really think y'all crazy like that. That's tough. That's real tough, honestly. Oh, that's real tough. Your mom hates y'all. Your mother hates y'all. She did it on purpose. Y'all really crazy right here. Y'all really crazy. Y'all dumb. Y'all crazy and dumb. That's crazy.
laughed for a second and told us, of course, and let us use the phone. We decided to call one number we still knew by heart after 10 years. Our dad's number.
Whoa! The mother is a demon. That was 10 years. 10? Nah. 10 years. You know the mother is a demon for that. What the hell? 10 years? Hell no. I would have called the cops for my kids. It's like the guy didn't even care that the kids were gone. He didn't even search for them or something. What the hell?
Maybe our mom was mistaken and he wasn't dead. Luckily for us, it had not changed. When he got on the phone, he started crying and told us to stay exactly where we were. We explained that.
Okay, he cared. Okay, thank God. But like, still, God, 10 whole years? Whoa.
We had to find mom still, but they insisted we had better sit down and listen to them. I'm sure you remember that I said my mom had schizophrenia. Well, she had apparently been suffering from hallucinations. They explained that we had been missing for almost 10 years and our father never stopped looking. He explained to our mom that he was leaving while she got treatment and she couldn't handle it. So she picked us up from school and vanished. We were completely shocked. Our entire life got turned upside down. Our dad picked us up and mom disappeared again. The next week, we were back in school like nothing had ever happened. We were even in class with some of the same kids who were in school before. We insisted on wearing our old cloaks to school, which drew a lot of attention. Brandon and I even snuck in our black cat. Everyone avoided us as though we had the plague. What's worse was that no one prepared us for what high school math was like at all. There were letters in it. When the teacher asked me to explain the equation y equals mx plus b, I thought it was a spell. I whipped my wand.
Even I would be like, hell no, teacher, you got me messed up. Ask Jimmy right here. I ain't do nothing.
Of my pocket and shouted chants at the chalkboard. I had always been great at hexes. It turns out this was not the answer she was looking for. Everyone started laughing at me. The teacher thought I was trying to make a scene, so she sent me right to the principal's office. That's pretty much how school was. We went from being top of our class and chosen ones to the class idiots who couldn't do math. Our mom had made us freaks. We had so much to learn about life. I was really upset, but Brandon was disturbed in a different way. I peeked in his room one night and he was still practicing spells. He swore that our mom would come and visit him in the house, but I never saw anything. He insisted this was some magical test and they were trying to push us. He kept acting out and trying to drag me into it. The final straw came one very dangerous day. I still get shivers thinking about it. At this point, I had moved to freshman year of high school. I worked long and hard and refused to join in with Brandon's rebellion. One day, I got a text from him telling me to leave the building at once and spare myself. I panicked over what he could do, so I told the principal and we evacuated the school. Turns out, he had tried to use a summoning spell to welcome a demon to eat all of the students.
Alright, he's on something. He's like the mother now. He got all this from the mother at this point. Man, that's a crazy family. Hey, ow.
Yes, you heard right. He went into the boys' locker room and made a potion in the toilet. Then he scribbled writing all over the walls and set a plant on fire. Luckily, all he did was set off some smoke alarms. But when they tried to catch him, he was nowhere to be found. Twins have a special connection, and it was like a part of me died. After a few years of giving up on finding him, I made a life for myself. One day when I was walking on the street, I ran into my mother. I thought she died, but she was right there in the flesh. I tried to walk away, but she told me that she could bring me to my brother. It's all I ever wanted from anyone. I knew it wasn't the smartest move.
Now at that point, you just gotta go. You gotta dip out. You feel me? You don't do it again. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Don't do that. It's a trap. Believe me, it's a trap. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But I went with her. She told me that my powers could
I
bring
said
him
don't do
back.
it. You
And
did
I
it.
believed her. I had to. When she drove me out into the woods, I expected her to lead me to my brothers sitting in the living room. What I was not expecting was the absolute horror that I saw. Have you ever seen a horror movie where one of the characters gets obsessive about court cases? Well, that's what I saw, all right.
No.
There were newspaper clippings on a board that were connected by rope. There were photos of my high school and college graduation and even copies of my grades. It was so creepy.
Nah. Whoa. 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 Hell no. Nah. You tripping. Nah, you tripping. That's a lie. It's 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 not true. That didn't happen. That's a lie. Whoa.
Suddenly, someone grabbed me from behind. It was my brother. I was excited at first until I saw his face. Years of living in the woods had made him grow crazy and dirty. He had face paint on and was dressed like a wizard. He insisted that he needed me to get his powers back. I was the missing key. I was suddenly so scared. I tried to explain that I was a psychologist now and I could help him and my mom get medicine. He got very angry at the statement and locked me in a spare room. For the next few weeks, they tried to get me to cast spells. And when they didn't work, they said it was because I was too brainwashed by society. I pretended to go along with the magic, but secretly, I was waiting for my time to go. One night, when it was super late and everyone was asleep, I jumped from the window onto a pile of leaves. I could tell I woke up my mom and brother, but I decided to just run and not look back. I made it all the way back to the town again and called my dad from the police station. I thought about telling them about my mom and brother, but I didn't want them to get in trouble. Instead, I said that I got lost in the woods for a few days when I tried camping and a bear ate my supplies. They seemed skeptical, but believed me, and I went on to live my normal life and put them behind me. I just can't stop thinking about my brother and mother since I left. They are the closest people to me in the entire world, and they need help. If only I could give it to them. Or actually, I can give it to them. What am I thinking? I'm a psychologist. My years of school and training prepared me for this very moment. I think I actually have a plan. Let me just get some things prepared as I head back into the woods.
I'm guessing there's gonna be a part 2 to that story anyways, so yeah. I'm guessing there's gonna be a part 2 to the story. So if you enjoyed the reaction, please like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below what you want me to react to. I always do every single reaction in the world as possible. And yeah, see you next time. But